Welcome to my channel Saqib Tech. I hope all of you are doing well. So in last lecture we have studied about print statement. So we already started our course. Today is very important lecture. That's a really main concept in any programming languages. We are talking about variables in Python. So we should let's start. First, all of you must know what are variable. Let's make it simple. Variable is used to store values. Okay, when we will be coding, we need to store our values in something. So in coding, it's called variable. Okay, so Python variable is a reserved memory location to store values. Okay, this means that when you create a variable, you reserve some space in the memory, and whenever you need it, you will call that variable, and that value will be fetched from memory and will be displayed and will be used whenever you need. Every value in Python has a data type, that's clear. Of course, when there is a value, it must be of any data type. What is data type? Data type means what type of value you are storing. Either it's a number or your age or your name or your salary or anything. In data types mean that are you storing numerical values, or you storing textual values. Okay, and variables can be declared by any names. Of course, when we are declaring variable, it must be have identifier. Identifier means name to identify a variable. It can be a simple alphabet or it can be a meaningful name. So standard data types, there are a few standard data types that we follow in our programming. It has various standard data types, but let's talk about 5 of them. Okay, 5 standard data types that are mostly used in the Python are, first of them is numbers. Okay, second is string, third one is list. Okay, that's very important concept we will be discussing in detail in our further lectures. And similarly, tuple and dictionary, it's very important concept mostly used in data science. So assigning values to the variable, we use equal to sign is used to assign values to the variable. Okay, the operand to the left of the operator is the name of variable. Okay, for example, I am declaring x is equal to 10. X is equal to 10 means that we are assigning 10 to the variable x. So at left side x and right side is value. So x is a variable and 10 is a value. Let's talk about variable names. Yeah, when declaring variables name, there must be some rules. Okay, there must be some rules to declare variable. So what are that rules? Let's look one by one. First rule is that variable name must start with a letter or underscore. What does it mean? We can declare a variable with starting point as a character, a letter or underscore. Okay, nothing more than that. Okay, means we can't declare 1 2 3 or digit at the starting point of variable. A variable name cannot start with a number. Okay, that's the same thing. We can't assign name, for example, 1x. We can't make it 1x, but we can create x1. Remember, okay, first character must be a letter or an underscore. Okay, a variable name can only contain alphanumeric characters and underscores. Okay, that's clear. We can't add like special characters. We can say percentage or dollar or hash symbol. Any symbol we can't use in it except underscore, characters and digits. Okay, variable name are case sensitive. Yeah, that's an important concept. If we are writing age with a lower case, and if you are writing with a camel case, or we are writing with uppercase, all these are different variables. Keep in your mind, that's an important concept. It will be helpful for you. Let's look about numbers. Okay, in Python there are three type of number. First of them is integer, second is float, and third one is complex number. Let's look at this example. It will make us clear that when we are storing values with decimal, without decimal points, okay, exact values, okay, without any points, it's called integer values, like x is equal to 1. And for float, it has some floating points, or you can say decimal points. So this type of value, this type of number in Python is called float number. And last but not least is a complex number that's in the form of iota, ij, or like this. If we want to store complex numbers, that's mostly used in computational, in mathematical program where we need to iota or something like that. We need this complex data type to store these type of numbers. Yeah, this is a let's look about code. This is a code to check the data type of the number, or you can find class of data type. For example, there are three variables declared: x1, y is equal to 2.8, and z is equal to 1j. Means that there are three different data types. Can you tell me what is the data type of x? Yeah, you can guess that it's a number because it's without decimal points. And y is equal to 2.8, that's clear. It has some floating points, so this is a float variable. And z is equal to 1j, this is a complex number because it includes I or j. Okay. So how to check that what is the data type of a number in Python? We use type. Print statement we learned in last class, and if we type, if we want to check the type of any variable, we need to put that variable inside type function. Type, type, type. Okay, all lowercase, remember. Okay, type of x, it will print integer. Type of y, it will print float. And type of z, it will print complex. Okay, I hope you have got some idea of variable, how to declare them. Yeah, that's one important thing. Like unlike other programming languages where you need to tell the compiler about data type. For example, we need to declare int x is equal to 1. It's not important in the Python compiler is so intelligent that it itself judges and the data type by using its value. Okay, integer data type, you can see integer is a whole number, positive or negative, without decimal, of unlimited length. Okay, for example, x equal to 1, y is equal to a big number 36555 and so on, z is equal to negative big number. All of these, if we check data type, it will tell us integer. Then look about floating point. Floating point is a number, positive or a negative, containing one or more decimal spaces. Okay, let's look at x 1.10, y 1.0. Yeah, 1.0 and 1 have two different data type. If I'm writing y equal to 1, that's integer. But if I'm writing y is equal to 1.0, then this will be a floating point number or float number. Okay, and z negative, and with a floating point, this will be also be a floating point number. When looking about complex number, if we are writing x is equal to 3 plus 5j, yeah, look, we can add complex number with an integer. This will also be a complex number. 3 plus 5j is a complex number, although it has an integer in it. Similarly, y equal to 5j and z is equal to negative 5j. All of these have same data type. What it is complex data type. So in today's lecture, we learned about data types, and we specifically learned about numbers. What are three numbers? Integer, float, complex. Integer is a what number without decimal places. Float is a with floating point, maybe a negative or a positive, and complex is with complex number, iota, I or j or anything. Okay, so in next lecture we will cover strings in Python. So let's practice today's code and make it better understanding. Let's go. As you know how to open Jupyter Notebook, I told in last lecture. Let's check it again. We'll write Jupyter Notebook and you will find the application. You will click on the open. Okay, when you click on the open, it will start loading and it will redirect us to the R browser. So I am using Jupyter Notebook in my Chrome browser. So what we will do, you will click on the new and you will go to the Python 3. Okay, so let's practice what we have learned. We learned about integer, float and complex number. Let's make one example for all of these. Let's go about x is equal to 1. X is equal to 1 biggest number. Y is equal to biggest number. Let's give different name. Z is equal to negative number. So if I run it, it will be saved in my memory. So how to check data type? That's for we use print statement to show on screen and inside print statement I will be writing type function. Okay, this type function is used to display the type of a variable, and whatever you will write inside that types braces will be that variable, and it will print that type. For example, I want to check the type of x. Let's run it. You can see class int. How I am running? Let me repeat it. I am simply pressing control plus enter to run that cell. You can also run using that menu bar. Let's check data type for all of these. I am checking. I am copy pasting it. I will recommend you to don't copy paste. You write it yourself so you can remember it. Okay. Of y and of z, you can see all of them are integer. I want to go below that cell. What I will do? I will click escape button. Okay. I will click escape button. I will simply press B. Okay. I am pressing B. It will create a cell below that. Now let's check about float data type. I am making x to float. X is equal to 1.1, y is equal to, let's say, minus 1.0. okay, and z is equal to 1.0, or make it bigger number, anything. Okay, now I want to see data type of this. I will copy that code. I will recommend you to type it yourself so you have good practice. To saving your time, I am copy pasting it. Let's run it and you will see all of them are floating point. Now again escape B to go below, and now I will check complex number. X is equal to 1 plus 2j, y is equal to 3j, or z is equal to minus 5j. Now let's check data type. I will copy paste this code and I will paste it here. When I will be running, what it will display, it will tell us that is a complex number. Okay, now you have got how to declare a variable. Declaring variable is very easy. You don't need to tell them data type, you just give them name. For example, let's make some real life example. Okay, I want to declare age variable. I will say age is equal to whatever your age, for example 25. Now you can see my age is, what will you say? You will say I told you how to print my age is. Now how to display age? You need to use comma between that string and age. After comma you will write age and you can run it and check it that displaying my age is 25. Now you have got better idea about numbers in Python, how to declare them, what are 3 data types of numbers. So I hope you have learned in this this lecture. So best of luck, and please keep practicing so you may learn it better. Okay, whatever we are doing in each video, you must practice it so you master it in better way. So let's meet in next video. If you like this video, so it's a request to subscribe to my channel and like that video, and please comment. That's a great motivation for us. See you in next video. Bye bye.